Hello y'all, a quick note before today's video. This is a potato pies recipe that was supposed to go up a year ago, like a year ago this week. It is the final part of a 4-part series on Muajannat, savory pies, and I didn't upload it this week a year ago because we had just gone into lockdown, and for some reason I got it in my head that it would be insensitive to release this recipe because it wasn't pantry friendly. In the years since, I've learned a lot and realized that was a very silly notion, and people would have loved to see the potato pies recipe at that time. It would have brought a lot of joy, and so I hope you enjoy this recipe. It is a very special one to me. We had a lot of fun shooting this day, me and Caitlin, and without further ado, here is the last of the Muajannat series, potato pies. Enjoy. Ahlan wa sahlan bikum, and welcome back to my kitchen and part 4 of this Muajannat journey that we're on. We have made spinach pies, we have made meat pies, and today we are making potato pies. I love Muajannat so much. My favorite thing is going to a party and there being just a pile of all these beautiful savory pies with all different types of fillings that you just fill up on before the meal where you fill up again. We have a lovely dough here, all ready to go. Perfectly risen in balls, ready for us to roll. If you want to learn how to make this dough, which you do before you watch this video, please check the link down there or up there, and you can learn how I made this simple, easy, savory dough with which you can make endless combinations. I have started with 3 gold potatoes. I've cut them up into pieces, put them in salty boiling water, and boiled them for about 15-20 minutes, basically just until they're fork tender. Pulled them out, drained them, and left them to cool a little bit. Now they've steamed out, they've lost a little bit of their heat, they're chilling, and they're ready for us to work with for this filling. I have some fresh dill, which I've chopped and minced up for you, that I'm gonna put in. Normally the herb of choice in this is parsley, but today I am going to use it with some fresh dill and some fresh chives, also minced very finely. But if you want to be more traditional, parsley is definitely the way to go. So we're going to add some minced garlic. So this is garlic that I have crushed with a little bit of salt and olive oil. This is going to be about 4 cloves worth, maybe 5. We're gonna add this straight in. Pre-processing the garlic like this makes it a whole lot easier to mix in, and so good. Whenever I'm cooking anything really, I like to just crush it up in my pestle and mortar, have this ready to just spoon into something. So that's what I've done here. We have the dill, we have the chives, we have the garlic, we have a healthy drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. And the treat, the special treat, which is some feta cheese crushed. If you want this to be vegan, you can totally leave this out, but you know, I'm not. Get a little of that in there, maybe some more of the crushed bits. Come on now. Adds a nice creaminess and also a saltiness to it. And then we're going to just mush those potatoes and get this all integrated together. So there's a lot of things I could put in this pie, but I'm making it pretty simple today. And you don't need to add salt because remember, the potatoes were cooked in salty water. Salty like the sea, you might say. So they've already taken in that salt to help them cook and also to bring out their beautiful potato flavor. Once your potatoes are basically crushed, this is why I also pre-boil the potatoes so that they're just perfectly mushy and ready to do what you will with. One time we were just totally improvising and we did it with roasted sweet potato, roasted garlic, a little bit of shatta chili paste. We added some pomegranate seeds as well, and it was like, oh, so good, so good. Get creative, you know? The most important thing with your filling is you don't want it to be too liquidy, because if it's liquidy, then it's going to seep out of the pie, or the pie on the bottom is just not gonna cook properly. You wanna make sure that it's as close to room temperature as you can. You don't wanna put some piping hot filling into a room temperature dough, because it's also gonna mess with the bake. Let's try it, let's see. A little more olive oil actually. So season it to taste, add a little bit of salt if you like. we are ready to stuff them. In each of these Muajannat videos, I've given you a different form of folding or making the pies, but there are so many more ways than what I'm just showing you. This is how I roll out a potato pie. We're gonna take a piece of dough, roll it out nice, kind of want a circle oval shape, which is what you're always gonna get, but especially with these, I think. And then let's divide it in half, 2 half moons. Put filling on one side. All we're gonna do for this one is pull one side, flatten it over the other, so we've got a pretty little half moon, making sure there's no air in the pockets. We're just gonna seal it closed, as close to the filling as possible. Make it pretty, make it cute, make it nice, you know. We got a beautiful little potato pie. I think my neighbor's playing the piano. Yes! You got, yeah, maybe you can hear it, I don't know. You're pointed right at him. He's always playing the theme to Succession. Really funny choice. It's always the theme to Succession. He's always playing this. Similarly to the spinach ones, you want to make sure all the filling stays in the center and that the oils don't reach the edge of the pie, because when they do, like this, it becomes a little more difficult to seal it up because the oil interferes with it. So just keep that in mind, go steady, and have fun. There is no wrong way. We're going to bake them in the oven at 400 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes max until they've turned golden. I'm gonna start them on the top shelf, and then at a certain point, I will put them on the bottom shelf just to get a little bit more golden. And now we wait. So with these potato pies, I like to flip them at a certain point halfway through once the bottom has started to change color, just so both sides can become a little golden. So I'm gonna do that really quick. See how the bottom is getting color? I really would like the top too as well. Put them back in and leave them for another 4 minutes or so, and then we're done. Ooh, beautiful golden color. Look how nice that is. They got little grid marks because of the shape of this pan, but look how nice and golden they are. See, this is why I flipped them. So let's get these on a plate. A nice drizzle of olive oil. A little bit of salt. We have some beautiful potato pies that are wholesome and savory and comforting and warm. Let's do a nice little cross section because we can. Steamy. Yum, yum, yum. Oof. Look at how pretty that is. Perfect crisp on the bottom. Potato pies are just ultimate comfort, I feel, you know? And like the other Muajannat, these are great to put in a lunchbox, take on a picnic, take out with you. They're super easy to make, freeze, or put in the refrigerator and then reheat in the oven. And as I've said many times before, the possibilities with these are endless, and I would love to hear your creative ways that you've decided to fill these pies. If there's any recipes that you would like me to make or any questions that you have, let's have a conversation in the comments. I would love to hear your feedback, and I look forward to it. I'm happy to have this dough recipe out in the world with a few examples. Same dough recipe that I used in my menaish video. And so if you want to see how I make menaish either on the stove or in the oven, you can check out that video as well and see another way to use this dough. Want to know when I upload new videos? Please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You know how to do it, you know the deal. It means you know when I upload. Here's Sahtein, and I'll see you guys next time.